is just fantastic.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be providing a small update on Johnny Somali. The reason why is because two videos were shared to Twitter and both somewhat contrasting, showing two differing sides to the character of Johnny Somali. And I think it only right to play both so you can see what he wants us to see and then what he thinks we want to now see. He is currently looking at mandatory prison terms, especially as one of them is definitively proven. He's pled guilty to others. His forfeit is going to be prison time to an extent and then undoubted exile from the country. It can be put on a list of countries he's banned from, like Israel and Japan. I would not be surprised if afterwards he continued to do this because it's Johnny Somali, but apparently he's having a Mizzy-style awakening. If you don't remember who Mizzy is, Mizzy was one of those twerps running through shopping centres, causing havoc, stealing dogs. It's just a prank bro getting in other people's cars, going through their homes, because he thought it was funny. He then got locked up briefly, and then came back a new man, putting his family first. Bitch is half my age. How tragic. To the first video, we go to a clip shared by, Johnny Somali. Yeah. Johnny constantly tells people he got in trouble in Korea just for carrying a fish. Is that true? Nope. The police said that the crime is putting the fish in people's faces and teasing them with it and spilling the broth on them. No wonder Johnny had this video deleted. So let's go and have a look at that.
You put that the fish to other people's
Never.
face.
Where's the proof?
Like some people sold it.
Would now be a bad time to point out that while he may have deleted the evidence is all over social media. He literally, you know what, he did it, but I do like the argumentative part, as if the police are meant to turn up with the evidence to present to him when they are investigating. It's a quaint attempt by an individual who is shorter than the police officers, which again I find quite funny. He's so vertically challenged, to try and talk his way out of the inevitable.
No, it's not true. No knife.
As I told you before, several times, people saw and thought you were carrying the baggage to other people's face.
So far, this is a perfectly reasonable position from the police officers. He is, after all, but a tourist, and he is taking every liberty in this video and up to this point with the public at his expense. At their expense, both apply in different ways. Point still stands though, nothing so far untoward. Johnny though, he just has to write that check with his mouth, doesn't he?
I did not do no crime.
Some people thought you were teasing people.
I didn't know it's crime to walk with the grocery in Korea.
What he was doing with the grocery, the fish in question, was he was going up to people with it in their faces. That's what he was doing. He was doing it for the reaction. He was trying to seem above it. Now, I like that he tries to argue that much of what he does isn't a crime, but it isn't based on where he comes from, and the particular state anyway, to carry groceries. But that's, and again, a misunderstanding on his part. Although, I should point out, it's not illegal to carry groceries at all, unless you're in some nations where women shall be not seen or heard, in which case you probably want to have someone else carry those groceries for you. You don't want to risk your ankle showing, you lift too high. In the case of Johnny, he's going to wish he was that by the time South Korea is done with him.
I told you that is not crime.
It's not crime. Sorry.
Please.
My video is public. I'm not scared. My video is on YouTube. Go on YouTube.
Not anymore, it's not. On your pitiful little channel, yes, I'm willing to call his pitiful little because it's smaller than most of ours, it is deleted. I'm not surprised you deleted it because evidence. However, to do so tells us you haven't considered the one statement that is always true about the internet. It's forever, you smaghead. Which means it doesn't matter what you post, it will always exist somewhere. Think like iDubbbz deleting all his content cops. Those videos are still on the internet. They're not on his channel, but they're everywhere else. It was like EDP's content after he got done for noncing for a 13-year-old cupcake. His content is archived everywhere because what's cracking? Yo, meh, and then insert all the slurs he likes to use. With Johnny, it's the same thing. Every dumb thing you've done has been archived and A-logged like there's no tomorrow. You're a lol cow in waiting.
So he's saying that according to the video, so you put that fish to others.
Never. I don't put his face. I'm carrying it. I said, what is the name of this fish?
I don't think the identity of the fish matters. I really don't. I think what matters is you are desperately trying to deny what you did, yet the evidence has always been against you. You're as bad as I'm Alex claiming he was never violent with his ex. Clips of every time you threatened to be and when you admitted to be are all over the internet. You can deny it all you like, but this is historical revisionism, in the heat of the moment that is. You're just being argumentative because you genuinely think you're above, at this point, consequence. And I say at this point, don't worry, we'll get to the other clips soon.
But the thing is that he felt like embarrassed and he felt bad.
He did not call you. This guy did not call you. So he's not I asked him, what is the name of this fish? That's not a crime.
Oh, still like some of them.
The clip Johnny's referring to also has him with his hands on the fish, wiggling it in people's faces. He's putting his hands on the merchandise. You're a dick. As simple as that, really. You've always been that way, which is why when you try and do anything that seems somewhat melancholy by contrast, it seems insincere. Don't forget here, when a Tozy was in the courtroom and you were having all the charges read out to you, and you realised just how screwed you were, the smile off your face, oh, I wish I could have seen it. Just to watch you quite quickly go from happy-go-lucky, believing you're above consequence, to realising, oh, I'm going to prison. The reality of it all. I would love to have seen the fly on the wall would have satisfied. Just to see this kind of crap being presented, along with the evidence that you really did do it, you think it's not a crime based on your own standards of what a crime is, because of your interpretation of what happened, which is, by the way, a lie to the police officers.
Felt bad.
No, okay. Somebody's calling you with a fake call.
How are you sure? Some of guys felt bad, so that can be crime, okay?
It's not. So charge me now. I did not do nothing. Put me in jail.
We already saw the video together.
Prove
right?
it.
Well, this gets even better now, because Johnny's now, because he's live, his argument is, well, now you need to show me the video to prove it, even though the police officers have seen it, which means they'll have a record of it. His argument is, well, I need to see it as well. But that's not how this works. They're speaking to you, by the way, with a level of courtesy and professionalism. They don't have to present anything to you. They've all seen it. Which means you know you're absolutely butt-fecked, and you know it. This is great. I'm loving this, by the way. He's being argumentative with police officers who are all military trained. They could chin him and leave him unconscious, and he would wake up in a cell with a brand new prison mate, with a pocket outturned. His name would be Teabag Bagwell.
You have a victim?
Video.
Do you have a victim?
Yeah.
Show me.
Fam, they don't have to show you anything. You don't understand how this works. Even in America, they don't do this. You have a right to, of course, see the accuser, of course, in a courtroom. But that's not how this works, Johnny. Also, the accusers would be anyone you harassed in any of your live streams that were all A-logged anyway. They'll have access to all of it, by the way, because the internet will happily weaponize itself to help the South Korean popo put you away for a while.
Put me in jail. I don't do nothing. What'd I do?
You did something.
No, I did not.
You saw the video, right?
It's a lie. He did not call you. It's somebody fake calling you on YouTube.
I could believe, by the way, there are people out there making calls, crank calls, just to get him locked up. Sadly, the video evidence does him no favours. It really doesn't. A lot of what he says he didn't do, which is why he was so cocky in the courtroom, was undone instantly when they pretty much proved it straight away. And he pled guilty to it because he knew they had the evidence for it. Why are you such a sausage? Do tell me, Johnny.
Somebody fake calling you. Show me. A person asked for compensation because fish broth splashed. It's a lie. Chat. They're saying fish broth splashed on somebody's clothes, and somebody's clothes was torn. Stop making lie. You're lying. That's a lie. Fab, honestly, end the VOD, delete the VOD, Fab.
Yes, please delete the evidence when, this evidence anyway, when one is shown that the evidence of, stuff you didn't need to be shown, to be honest. Because you're trying to be argumentative for the sake of being argumentative, and I love it. I'm almost salivating because it's so funny to me that someone like this kind of cretin, this vertically challenged, intellectually stunted cretin, can go around believing himself free of any kind of consequence, yet when presented with proof that he is breaking the rules, oh no, show me the proof, they're lying, it's a lie. To the second video, we have some slightly more withdrawn Johnny Somali. Tweet again from the Johnny So Smalley. Johnny Somali admits that prison is the only way to stop his unhealthy obsession with content creation. Johnny Somali, since nuisance streaming is unhealthy for you, I hope you go to prison so you can become healthy again. You won't go psycho, just rot in jail. Okay? I prefer okay, but okay will suffice.
Is that like a healthy way to live? To just be like, have your whole body, mind, and soul dedicated to giving content to your chat?
As a content creator, there are reasons why I don't like to be at the computer for more than 2 hours at a time. I don't stream normally for longer than 3 at most, if I'm with people. The reason why is because I get bored, because I find myself repeating myself, I find myself fraying a little. It is a bit draining, it hurts my voice as well after a time. I don't speak as much as I do in videos away from this at all. So I find mentally this isn't ideal. IRL streaming and 8 to 10 hour streams aren't for me. Especially with the IRL format being quite, to stand out, clout chasing and blech. It's basically all the blech and smegheadery that you would expect from people, especially the younger generation, like half my age, who are so desperate to just be seen. They will do the more ostentatious and outlandish things, believing that that is how people want to see them. It's like the one-trick pony acts from TikTok, where everyone has their own little shtick to stand out. If you've seen the ads on YouTube Shorts of someone trying to remove makeup from their face, here's a spoiler, they're not wearing makeup, it's literally a mask. Don't try me, bitch. You can see the lines around the chin. So how Johnny answers this question, which I've obviously blown up a bit unnecessarily, is important and telling.
It's not, but I guess it's the life we live and the life we chose, you know?
No offense intended to you, you may well like a certain quality of life, but you can change it. I'm quite happy with the quality of life I have. I've been on this platform as a creator for nearly 10 years. 10 years in June. As a creator full-time for about nearly 9 years now, actually. It wasn't long after my mother passed I decided to make this work as a job, and I succeeded, to an extent. I've never gone beyond a certain point, but I've always held on to work away from this as well. Always. Not just because it was easy work and easy money, but because it grounded me in reality. If you're just willing to accept that this is your life, then you're already defeated and you're consigned to annals of history where people will look at you as another one of those mistakes that should have been swallowed.
Even when I go back home, when I came back home from Japan, like I was just in solitary confinement for 110 days, and I'm just like itching. Like, I'm bored. Like I'm like, I still have my kick account at that point.
As a fellow creator, I can fully understand the withdrawal aspect because I really do love my job, and that comes with a certain level of passion. 100%, I love doing this. Even before someone says, not really a job, that's fine. You're welcome to believe that. The point though is, sometimes we just have to fight that addiction. For you, it's the sensation because you looked at short-term success rather than long-term success. The only long-term success you've had is the fact you're still alive at this point. Considering the countries you've gone to and offended and been banned from, I'm impressed.
Do you feel like it gives you purpose? Is that why?
It makes life more interesting. It does, in a way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what would I rather do? Go sit in a cubicle or go sit in my house? Or would I rather go travel the world and make adventures and meet people while I'm still young and I'm still able to do it? When I still have the financial means and my body, the health means. But I'm sacrificing that now. I'm sacrificing mental health, physical health now. You saw 2 days ago someone punched me in the back of the head.
Firstly, it's called adulting. We all have to do what we don't enjoy. You are lucky you may have had an opportunity to be an adult at one point. Second, you may be bored and not find it interesting, but that is again adulting. Additionally, you getting punched in the back of the head is not a flex. You seeming like you're just trying to find your place in the world by being entertaining or finding entertainment things tells us that you really are just a sensationalist. Someone solely looking for gratification. Would I be right to assume that you ran out of porn to watch for all the sensation that gave you for the brief 5 minutes you could have gone, you one-pump chump? By the way, as an entire 1 minute plus video clip, none of this reeks of sincerity. It really doesn't. It's just a chance for you to seem like you have thought about it and just decided, well, the ends outweigh the means, so surely I'm not a smeghead and can do what I want. Twat.
So I feel like I'm aging myself actually quicker. It is stressful. You sacrifice yourself for this.
How much of yourself can you sacrifice before, like, there is no more Ramsey and it's just Johnny Somali?
I think if I get sent to prison again, I'm gonna go psycho. if, and I think at that point there's no more Johnny, there's no more Ramsey at that point. I feel like I'll go fucking crazy.
If is a very strong word. I think it's highly likely you are going to prison. If you genuinely believe that going to prison for a time would remove Johnny Somali from the internet so that you, whatever your sodding name is and I've forgotten it already, can grow up, it's a tragedy that that is what it takes for you to finally accept reality and be a grown-up, be a man, be better than what you have been in the online space. Consequences like this, by the way, may well wake up other streamers as well. who have taken liberties in other countries, some being banned from those respective nations. I hope it does. The IRL stream format is horrible. It's as irritating as IBS, and I don't mean irritable bowel syndrome, which is somewhat coincidental for what we're talking about. It's really aggravating to see you try and fob off this faux attempt at sincerity, like, oh, I'm starting to realise, maybe I'm human after all. Reality is far simpler. You wish you were real. You wish you were real more often and could accept that reality is not always going to be fun. As we've finished, I'd love to know what you all think. Please let me know in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed the video, smash the like. If I don't see you on Twitch later for Ships at Sea, another fishing game, I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you all very much for listening. Oh, and there's an Amberlynn Reed stream channel on the thingy, Moisky Live. Yeah, that. Bye!